Well, that's very cool. This is a police body-worn camera. I don't understand why we would get any missing footage from any cop if this is what they have. This camera has infrared night vision. It is completely waterproof, shock absorbent. It's got built-in 64GB card, one-touch recording for audio and video. So we're basically seeing that statue and a bit of that chair. Here we're seeing about 40% more. You could almost say that it's more protective than the GoPro. Our suspect is getting away. It's getting away. I don't think she's gonna get away because it's winter time. So this is what it's like outdoors. It's pretty snowy right now. This is a body-worn camera. It's obviously not the same one the cops wear, but it's basically the premise is the same. With so much police activity these days, you have to have a camera inside your vehicle. Who would be using this? Well, how about mechanics, especially, who are towing people's cars? Because I mean, I've gotten into altercations with people trying to tow my car before. So this is the 64GB model, meaning that the battery is built in. Wow, this feels it feels pretty substantial in your hand. It's not that small. It almost looks like one of those walkie-talkies, right? No, this is the old school USB. But you do get a charging cube. So police officers they wear their cameras either on their shoulders or they wear them kind of like on towards the center top near their collar. So you can basically hook this over your shirt and then the camera is hanging off of this. You can also put this on your belt buckle, for example. You lock it in place. This is metal, heavy duty plastic. The rest of the camera can get pretty banged up. It is waterproof. Let's take a look at the side buttons here. 1 key audio recording, 1 key change resolution. We got your reset key. I don't know why the reset key is so big. Video function, 1 key video recording, IR light key, and menu return key. And on the other side, we've got your power on. Then we've got alarm key. There you go. That's what we just heard. We've got an alarm key and photo function keys. LED white flash key, down browse key, and then the USB charging port. Let's turn that on. So no real leg here. It's got a nice wide angle to it. So if you guys can see here with my phone, let me just go close. Okay, so we're basically seeing that statue and a bit of that chair. And here we're seeing about 35%, well, 40% more. So that is the difference. It's got all the timestamps in here. So it's going to record basically, you can see there, this entire sequence of numbers. So you can have a positive record. It comes fully charged, as you can see. And this, oh, it does rotate. Look at that. All right, now it's perfect. It comes with a built-in 64GB card. So that's nice. Well, yeah, that's solid. That's why. But yeah, you can pretty much clip it any way you want. Usually the police wears these over their shoulder. So they have like the strap on their shoulder. And they basically, the siren mode on here. Hello, testing 1 2 3. So this is basically if the camera was on the shoulder and or my belt buckle is right here. This is, hey Mishu, look at us here. See, so this is what the suspect would look like up close. Let's go and see if we can switch the modes as it's recording, and we can. So right now we're in infrared mode. And then now this is regular. Let's run and see if you're chasing behind a suspect. I'm just shaking the camera all over the place. This is the body-worn 64GB camera by CammPro. Here's the manual for this. There you go. So you can set the ID of a police officer. What I like is you could do a lot of stuff while you're recording. You can take a picture. You can switch to infrared mode. A lot of the other cameras you can't do that, you have to kind of stop. So let's basically see if it switches. Okay, so right now we're in a dark space, nothing. We're gonna press a button and boom, we've got light, night vision. Very, very cool. You're hearing my voice coming from the camera. Okay, so now we're back inside, and now we're in indoors, and we can switch back to color mode. If I want to take a picture, the picture is right here, 5 megapixel. I can take a picture as I'm recording. So you can activate and do all these things as you're recording. To start the siren, you press this. Okay, so in recording mode, it only does it once. So this is essentially how you slide this in, and then you can rotate this and place this on the belt buckle, your shoulder strap, your hat, pretty much anywhere. It's very light. I would say just a little heavier than a GoPro, but it's got a built-in battery, and unlike the GoPro, that's what adds the weight. This is obviously waterproof. This is where your charging USB port is, and your big screen. Now the screen is not touch screen by any means. I'm just gonna remove this for now. There is a microphone built in. It's right there. On the side, you're gonna have your R is reset. You're gonna have your audio key to record, one key recording for audio. Then you got one key recording for video, one key taking pictures, and then you've got your lighting, and then you got your power. So we're gonna hold this. There you go. All right, so you can see that you have your time code. You can also add in the settings your police ID. Your storage, you can see that the time is always counting down, so it's always going to record this timestamp. The cool thing about this camera is that you can change things as it's recording. Unlike a phone, for example, where you either going to record with or without the flash mode, right? You have to stop the recording. You don't have to do that with this camera. This is a police body-worn camera, so in these types of situations, you need to basically press the button as you're running, right? And switch to night mode, for example, if the suspect enters like a dark alley or a dark apartment or something. But let's just say that we want to activate a light. So then we go and we press this, and you see that? So that activates infrared, and then that turns it off. Now if you wanted to go and add a light over top of the infrared, you hold it, and then now it adds it. Now if I want to turn off the infrared, only keep the light, then it does this. Let me just show you what it looks like with in a complete darkness, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So right now, complete darkness, and then here's what we see through the screen here. So this is with this light here. So now we're going to switch the setting. So now this is infrared and the light. So now we're going to turn off the light and only keep the infrared, right? So seizing total darkness, which is super cool. Now if you press and hold the audio recording button on the side, right away it's going to start getting into the audio recording mode, and then to stop it you just press it. So this is as you're recording, can activate the siren and the flashing light. I mean, it sounds like a cop signal for sure. And that's right here with this video recording button. And now you can start recording. So now I'm recording. And the cool thing is you can turn on the lights as well, right? So honestly, this is obviously bought on Amazon. So if police has anything that's better than this, and I'm assuming that they do, that's pretty wild. So I don't understand why we would get any missing footage from any cop out there if this is what they have. They even have Wi-Fi version of this, so when you start recording, it actually goes right into the cloud. So I honestly have no idea how you could lose any footage out there from the police. So yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think of this camera. Is this something that you would wear? Now that's something that you probably want to put on maybe if you get pulled over by a cop, you know, you can hang this on your shoulder, and you can tell them, hey man, what's going on here? I also have one of these. So, you know, there's a record in case something is said that I can't prove. Anyways, let me know if you ever recorded a police person, and if you have done, what was the outcome. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.